Good evening and thank you for joining us on 13 Plus. I'm Mary Coleman. For tonight's story, from business or government impersonators to investment schemes, fraudsters stayed busy this past year. In this Watching Your Wallet, consumer investigator Carice Jackman spoke with the Federal Trade Commission about the top scams of the year and what you need to do to protect yourself from falling victim this coming year.
The Federal Trade Commission hears from thousands of consumers each year about their experience with scams and fraud, and 2023 was no different. Senior data researcher Emma Fletcher took us down the list of the top scams her agency examined. First on the list, online shopping.
These are scams where people order something online, perhaps after clicking an ad on social media, and then they simply never get what they ordered, or at least that's typically how it works.
Although online shopping scams don't often amount to a high financial loss in individual cases, Fletcher says it happens more frequently than any other fraud category. Business impersonation scams also ranked high on the list.
People are getting texts, emails, phone calls, you name it, from what look to be well-known companies, but in fact, it's an imposter. And when they engage with that fake company, they end up being scammed.
She says before you do anything, double check who is sending you the message and go to the business owner or site directly.
Verify who you're dealing with a phone number you know is real, contact the real person.
Number 3 is a big one, investment scams.
While it's number 3 on the total number of reports of money lost, it's number 1 if you look at aggregate losses. $3.5 billion reported loss so far this year on investment scams. And typically these are cryptocurrency investment scams. There are fake websites that are set up that look very much like real investment platforms, and people are often coaxed, often by people they meet on social media, they're coaxed to send their money to these platforms when in fact it's all fake and they lose the money.
As for number 4, scammers loved impersonating government agencies, so be cautious if an unknown person claims to be a government official.
Typically, a real government agency is not going to call you up. You're going to receive correspondence by mail, typically. And certainly, they're not going to call you up and tell you to buy cryptocurrency, tell you to buy gift cards, tell you you're in terrible trouble and you need to act urgently.
And who could forget about the fake lovers who try to trick people through romance scams?
Keep in mind that with these romance scams, it's long been the case that you don't meet these people in person, and that's a big red flag. So they can pretend to be anybody they want to be. They'll create a fake social media profile and make themselves appear to be very appealing.
So before you ring in the new year, become familiar with these common scams and how criminals operate so you're not left empty-handed. With this Watching Your Wallet, I'm Carice Jackman.
Well, other top scams that were mentioned included fake checks, tech support, and sweepstakes or lottery scams. And to some of our other top stories of the year, we want to take you to our website so you can see what's going on there. We've compiled a list of some of our stories that have interested all of you most. First is the Ironwood Ridge High School graduation ceremony, them wanting a redo. Then we have inside the most expensive home for sale in Tucson, some pretty cool video on that one. A couple of the others are officials identify driver killed in a crash on the chemical spill on I-10 in Tucson. That was also a very big story. One that's fairly recent is Tucson has new blue traffic lights, so how to avoid a ticket and stay safe. Again, we have compiled this entire list for you all on our website. You are seeing it here. If you are interested in checking some of these stories out, it's all here for you on one page so you can catch up with what happened this year. And cheers to a much better year with us reporting on much better news. But for now, we're going to leave you with a live look outside. Things looking gorgeous. If you're like me, you've been cold the last couple of nights, but be sure to watch 13 News live at 10 with us for your forecast and your other news headlines. Hope you're having a great evening, and we'll see you soon.